Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Boozer here. Thanks for stopping by. I just want to share my quick thoughts on these brand new events that dropped. I didn't get a chance to do it this morning. Obviously, I had to go to work and all that stuff, but I wanted to jump in and share my 2 cents on some of these events. So let's jump right into it. So first, we have this Tea Party Titan event that's happening basically in 9 hours. We see some clues with the images about what kind of rewards are going to be in this event. So we see the 2-star Mad Hatter Relic and the 3-star Cat's Gaze Legendary Relic and a Hearts frame here. Taking a quick dive into the Plarium play calendar, we're going to see that there's actually more clues here. Let's take a quick look. So we got the Tea Party event. So if we click on it, it's going to show us some more rewards here. We got a Void Shard, Primal Shard. I mean, it's a full-on Titan event, so we can totally expect the whole shebang in terms of rewards. And then it actually shows the Cat's Gaze here. So this will be hopefully guarantee Cat's Gaze. It doesn't specify specifically, but it mentions the relics. There is a small percentage chance that it's just mats, but honestly, I feel like it's going to be a guaranteed Hatter's Reserve, so the Epic Relic and the Legendary Relic. I don't think, they would maybe say the materials, but here it says new relics. So I think these will be guaranteed, as well as the 5-star Soul for Mad Hatter, Avatar Frame, and more. So there we go, we got it. You know, it's a little bit of a bummer because we kind of called that the Titan event would happen, and then they kind of didn't just put it into the summon rush. They didn't bake it into the summon rush here that we were gunning for with the Mad Hatter fusion that they did previously, and that I speculated. I mean, a lot of people speculated that the Titan event might actually land in with the summon rush, but it didn't happen this way. I don't know if they did that on purpose or what, but it didn't. In any case, the Titan event's going to start off with a champion chase. Now, this champion chase is a little bit special, guys. You guys can kind of see it here on the screen. But we have a champion chase featuring the cat, and it's going to be the nastiest champion chase. It's going to be a winner take all. Going to take down the Seshir cat. It's a powerful champion. It is a powerful champion. It's a good champion. I do have a showcase on this champion. His A1 hits for really good damage in Hydra. I don't know if he's going to be like top, but I'm sure for some accounts he will be your best damage dealer for Hydra. He's a serviceable live arena champion as well. He does have a built-in passive that keeps himself alive and all that stuff. So he's a good champion in my opinion. And I think most people would agree that he's a pretty good champion. I don't know if he's going to be an all-in whale out fest champion. But you never know. You never know. He's going to be a nice prize for somebody that picks him up for relatively cheap if you guys can. He also brings me back a little bit of flashbacks of Odin. Odin was the last champion chase winner take all champion from the previous event. So the Asgard Divide. And I decided not to go for Odin. And I kind of regret that because Odin's actually a really one of the strongest Void champions in Arena. I really would have liked an Odin. And I think I was in a bracket that was winnable. So I should have probably just went all in and tried to grab him. But I don't really like these tournaments are tough, right? Because you never know who's sitting in the bushes with 2,000 ancient shards or whatever, just sitting there and just ready to crush you, right? So it's really tough. These are whale events. I wouldn't get my hopes up unless you have a very clear, easy tournament. But it's a little bit disappointing also to see the cat in a winner take all situation. It would have been nice to have the cat as a deck of fate, right? Or a hero's path so that everybody has a chance to get the cat. I think he is a little bit of a fan favorite because he's cool looking and he's actually a good champion. So it is what it is. It's a little bit, they missed the opportunity here to get some, brownie points with the community, in my opinion. But there it is. It's going to be starting at the same time as the Titan event. We also have a Spider turn attack, which is a little bit of a bummer for some people because this means that farming food is kind of out of the question with turn attack. So you can't really use Eric's or anything with 4 food or anything like that. So you need a good Spider team to do these turn attacks. Something different here is that they're also offering some Chimera material for relics, which is a little bit interesting because we haven't gotten that as a reward. If you don't care about relics or you don't really know how they work, this is a kind of, maybe you're not at the stage where relics will be super, super helpful, like maybe early game or early mid game maybe. And you don't have many quality resources for the relics. Getting this is kind of taking away some actual resources that can help you level up stuff and all that level up champions or like book out champions or stuff like that. So these are like further diluting the rewards that people get, especially it mostly affects like earlier mid game players. Obviously for late game players, having these relic materials is good because they get more shots at, you know, crafting good relics, right? So it is what it is. It's a little bit unfortunate, but turn attack tournaments are not very new player friendly anyways. It's better to tackle really, really low levels for those turn attack tournaments. And then we have a classic arena tournament here. There's no additional relic material here. And then we just have the standard stuff without the Titan points that are currently ongoing. Let's take a quick look at those. I mean, you know, you're going to be doing your gear enhancement stuff. You maybe want to save some of your gear for later gear enhancement events when they have Titan points, for example. This champion training event is like totally like nothing. There's nothing here. I mean, a 9K book is actually decent value, so that's probably why they put this at 9K, hoping that people would go for it. But honestly, there's so little anything in this event. Like, it's just better to save all your food for an event with some better rewards. We got the Dungeon Diver event here. No Titan points, but there is a Primal Shard here. I'm probably going to scoop this up as well. Still a day and a half left, so just waiting for some energy to come in. But I'm probably going to try to make my way down to the Primal Shard to pick it up. And then, yeah, up to the Tea Party after. Hopefully, once the, for example, the turn attack spider opens, I can commit some energy for the turn attack, and then I'll go for the Dungeon Diver, so you can double dip a little bit there. The Queen's Fury tournament is actually really good, but the sidebar rewards are not super great because they don't include any of the relic materials. And then trying to win some of these events are pretty crazy, right? Like the event tournament dungeon is just a really, you know, high energy spend dungeon for a lot of players. So it's really hard to get these top 3 relic materials. So it's really nice if they would have had the relic materials in the sidebar rewards instead. But honestly, we don't have to rush, right? We don't have to rush. There's many months left for this Alice adventure thing. So don't rush into trying to get these relic events. Don't rush trying to do like Queen's, the event dungeon. Don't worry about that. There's going to be many more opportunities for all of that coming up. And this Fire Knight turn attack, I mean, with the triple savage, I haven't even touched this. I think it's, you know, it's, unless you really care about triple savage or unless you have a really decent chance of going for these relic materials, it's kind of a skip, to be honest. Like, I haven't done a single Fire Knight. That's kind of on me because I'm kind of just spending the energy in the Queen's Fury instead. And also there was a Sand Devil tournament that was just active that had the Prism Shard pull. So I'm waiting for I'm waiting for the chase to happen, so I'll pull the prisms for tomorrow. So if you guys haven't pulled yet, wait until the chase happens and then you can pull, of course. Now, usually that would work out, but in this case, the event ends for this Spirit Summon Pool, Prism Pool at the same time that the Champion Chase opens. Now, there's a couple of things that I want to test here so that maybe we can get points for the Champion Chase. One, I want to test if we can delay this auto pull until basically when we log into the game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close all of my raid accounts, and then I'm going to log in after the chase opens, and then it'll probably, like, I'm thinking maybe it'll auto pull at that point, and then we get the points. Because when the pull happens and the champion enters your inbox, when it's already in your inbox, you don't get the points anymore. The other thing that might happen is the auto pull will stay here as a red dot, and then you have to click the summon pool to claim the auto pull. That's my thinking as well. So I'm going to delay clicking the red dot after this event ends. Hopefully the chase will open, and then once you click the summon pool, then the points will occur. I'm not 100% sure how the sequence of events will happen, but this is something that I'm going to test today. Honestly, this is a good pool. I'm going to cash in all my shards, but I'm not going to pull them yet. I'm just going to let the game auto pull. But like I said, I'm going to log on after the chase starts, and then I will click the summon pool to see if I get points for that. Also, keep in mind that when the champ chase opens, there will be a boosted chance for ancient shards. So ancient shards will get a double chance for legendary, double chance for epics. So it's going to be 1% legendary, 16% for epics. That is one of the best shards for the, if not the best, I'm pretty sure it's the best by long shot for a champion chase situation, which means that the champion chase will probably be extremely high. in terms of overall value and cost, right? Because if you don't have ancient shards and you're trying to catch up with void shards or sacred shards, ancient shards are going to be the most efficient. And I'm pretty sure that the deals in the shop will try to capitalize on players buying ancient shards. If you have a lot of gems, so this is where the big spenders come in. If people are sitting on a lot of gems, you can convert those gems into basically a massive amount of ancient shards. And this is how, you know, these champ chases are going to get blown out of proportion, and these point totals are going to be really, really high. So against players with like 100k, 200k gems, like it's going to be impossible to beat those players if you're going for the champion chase. And generally, people can stock up these ancient shards a bit more easily than the other shards. So you know, it's gonna be pretty massive, right? It's gonna be a 2x ancient. There's going to be a 10x event going on as well for the knight. Well, actually, he's undead, which is super weird. But yeah, so this guy, the Knave of Hearts, so he's going to be up boosted 10x chance. That means 10 copies of him are in the pool of all legendaries. It only gives him about a 5% overall chance. So if you pull legendary, you have a 5% chance of getting this champion. Personally, on his kit's not super interesting. He has a interesting ability here on his A3 that swaps HP. This could be pretty cool. He's not a bad champion, but he's just not. It doesn't seem like he's an insane champion or anything like that. Very like standard. You got steal, partial steal here. He's got this swap. Got a cool passive here that kind of restores destroyed HP. I mean, yeah, he's a fine champion. He's just not as wow, right? He's not wow, not like the cat. He's not wow like, you know, the Queen of Hearts, for example. So he's kind of meh, right? But he's got a boost going on tomorrow for the champion chase. And yeah, just some quick final comments about this Titan event. Honestly, if they're going to give up a 5-star soul for the Mad Hatter, the Mad Hatter with the 5-star soul is going to be very good because he needs accuracy. So giving him the 5-star soul gives him 75 accuracy. That's great. It makes him easier to build and all that stuff. For example, he does have AoE in his kit, so you can give him like cruelty. So 5-star cruelty, for example, can be pretty good, especially for Hydra, which he should be pretty good in. That's great. 5-star soul, great. If they are providing a guaranteed relic, you know, Cat's Gaze, and you know, the Hatter's whatever, the epic one, that's great too. I mean, honestly, that Cat's Gaze legendary relic is worth so much. Think about it this way: when it's fully upgraded, it basically replaces kind of replaces a 4-piece set, right? Like you're getting 20% ignore defense damage, as well as, you know, additional stats, right? So if you're like looking at this, you know, looking at this Cat's Gaze, you're getting the crit damage, attack, and you're getting the defense here. It's going to be a really, really good boost to whatever you're using it on. And in some cases, way more useful than any random champion. So this relic and this Titan event, along with the 5-star soul for a legendary champion that, you know, is pretty useful, I would say. This Titan event most likely is going to be one of like the highest value Titan events that I can remember, right? Because you're getting this Cat's Gaze and a 5-star soul for a champion that is relatively useful, that can use that 5-star soul. He's not going to be as good as, like, for example, Thor with the 5-star soul. That's like max, or like Arman's, for example, right? But the Hatter with the 5-star soul is definitely going to be better than a Hatter with no soul. And throw in the Cat's Gaze, and that's as a guaranteed relic. Awesome. That's awesome value. Now, I'm curious where they're going to put the Cat's Gaze in terms of overall points. Is it going to be 1,000 points? Because usually these events, the 5-star soul is 1,500 points, and it doesn't really go beyond 1,500 points. But guys, there is a chance, and if I were thinking like Plarium, I would say the Cat's Gaze goes to 2,000 points, and the Mad Hatter is at 1,500 points. So I would not expect this Titan event to be so generous to give us the Cat's Gaze at 1,000 or less, for example, on your way to the 5-star soul. I would say this is beyond the 5-star soul. 5-star soul comes in at 1,500 and the Cat's Gaze at 2,000. The events will be adjusted accordingly. That's just my guess, and we'll find out in 8 hours. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching the video. Hopefully it was informative to you guys. Have a great day. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Do you guys think my speculation is correct? Do you think it has any basis? What do you guys think about the cat's gaze? Do you guys have the cat's gaze? I was really lucky to get one of these on video too. But yeah, anyways, let me know what you guys think about all this. And yeah, thanks for your time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.